I just realized you guys are not seeing my face. I really hope you are listening to my audio, at least. Okay, so now that we're here in email campaigns, we are going to start creating some of our email campaigns. The 3 type of email campaigns we mentioned: the broadcast, the sequence, and the events emails. Next Monday, we have a training on how to create and launch your own membership. And we will do 3 things. 1, I want to send a broadcast to my full list, inviting them to this training. Then we will schedule the reminders for the people that attend, or we will schedule the reminders first, and then we're going to do the broadcast. And then for one of my freebies or lead magnets, we will create the email sequence. So this is full, like a real live example that you can learn from and adapt to your own business. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments below. Okay, so first things first, I said we will do the reminders. So if we're talking about reminders, we will always use events because it's based on a date. You come to Kajabi, you click on events, and you click on new event. If my training will happen next Monday, May 12th at 5 p.m., choose your time zone, okay, Eastern time for me. This is a test. And I'm going to create my event. Now I can actually add before, during, or after this event emails for people to receive. Probably if you are listening to me right now, you registered to my Creator Month training series, you received reminder emails to be here. Okay, so now that I already created this event, for you to understand how to create the event, I'll go back to events and actually find my events where I'm going to add this real life example. Here it is. And I'm going to start adding my emails. Let me get my copy. I'm going to click on add email. And you can just start writing here as if you were writing an email inside Gmail, Outlook, or whatever. Before this event, 3 hours before, I'll send my first reminder. I use HTML. Don't worry about that. Completely ignore that I'm using HTML because you can simply write on the, like you just have to add text. I'm using HTML because I want to use some other content, okay? Like adding colors and so on. Okay, so for now, I'm going to erase this. Oh, I just lost all my HTML, but it's okay for the purpose of this training. Now let's do our first email. It will say 3 more hours to build your own membership. Okay, and I'm going to use hi, first name. Always personalize who you're sending this to. Don't forget, today is our training. Create a membership program and generate recurring revenue. I'm going to add some color so this doesn't look too basic. The date, let's add some heading 3. Date, Monday, May 12th, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Join the live class. And I want to make sure I have the link there for them to be able to click, okay? This is your roadmap to recurring income and a loyal community. No huge audience or complex tool required. I'm not an emoji fan, so I'm just going to remove all of these emojis here. Okay, there we go. First email is scheduled. Click save. 3 hours before my event, everyone will receive this email. Now let's add when we go live, okay? We're live. Join and build your membership. This is at time of event, okay? First name, we're live with today's Creator Month class. Create a membership program and generate recurring revenue. I'm adding some colors here. Heading 2, for example, and click to watch. Whether you're just starting or out or ready to scale, this training will help you turn your content into consistent monthly income. So these are ideas. I'm like, literally, I'm going to use these. See you there, Maria. But I'm showing you a real life example because I want you to adapt this to your own business, okay? Now, what's going to happen after they watch this? So after the event, let's say my training is about 2 hours, 3 hours later, I'm going to send them the last email. Launch your membership the easy way. First thing in today's sessions, we covered how to design a simple but powerful membership offer, set up Kajabi's tools, run it on autopilot, and keep your members engaged and renewing. Need help building your membership? Book a one-on-one strategy or implementation session, and let's create it together. So basically, through my agency, I assist people on strategy or implementation. They can book a strategic call for me to help them decide on what they're going to do with their membership, or literally implement together. So they book this call. You can also book this call. You book the call. You tell me what you want to build. I let you know what I need. And then we jump in together. You can record the screen. You learn. You move forward because I'm going to help you build. This is through a 90-minute call. So we can only do as much as 90 minutes allow us, but it helps you build momentum and get things done, okay? So there's the booking link, book a session, or activate Kajabi for just $99. I'm going to add here my Kajabi link. If you're not signed up to Kajabi and you want me to help you build, literally done for you, sign up today at mariataveras.com/Kajabi99. You click this link that I'm sharing with you. I'll share it on the chat right now. Let me share it. And my team and I will actually help you build your one-page website, first online course up to 10 lessons, and your basic sales funnel. That's your sales page, your checkout, your thank you page, and post-purchase email, okay? If you sign up today with my link, I'll gift this to you. Now, activate Kajabi and receive my exclusive creator bundle with done-for-you setup bonuses. Thank you so much for attending. If you have any questions, reply to this email. Best Maria. Okay, so let's click save. And there we have it. Now we have 3 event emails already scheduled, okay? Now we will do a broadcast campaign. A broadcast campaign, as I said, it's a one-time email. Like you want to send a newsletter, you want to share a new YouTube video, you want to share a Mother's Day promo offer or whatever. We go to email campaigns and we will click on new email campaign. You have the option of broadcast or sequence. Let's click on broadcast, continue. Oh, and Kajabi is being Kajabi in this moment. Let's try again. Let me refresh. New email campaign, broadcast, continue. This is lovely, you know? That right? During a live demo, this happens, but let's try again. Let's go back. Click on marketing, email campaigns. Click on new email campaign, email broadcast, continue. Okay, let's see if the status of Kajabi presents any issues. We are investigating reports of heroes and country and error when accessing landing pages, websites, and email templates. However, let's try inside Safari, a different browser, because it might be working here. And I really want to be able to show you everything right now. I need my authenticator code. People get like stressed when Kajabi asks for these kind of codes, but it's for your own security. So make sure you do authenticate. And I'll add my code now. I usually don't use Safari. Okay, so now let's try again. I'm going to go to marketing, email campaigns, and create a new email campaign. Hopefully it will work now. Continue. Okay. So that's not working. Let's try the email sequence to see if it works. Let me Keep on emails. It says operational. Okay, I'll try to see if the email sequences work, and I'll explain now what we are going to do. So for example, if you go to my YouTube channel, let's say you're watching my videos and you watch this new Kajabi communities video. So during this video, I explain to you all the new features inside Kajabi communities and how to build. If you go to the description below, I gift you my free Kajabi community checklist for you to start building. However, I never added an email sequence to this checklist. And this is what I want to do live with you so that you learn how. We already saw how to create lead magnets, paywall features in our last training. You can find it in my YouTube channel. Now imagine this is the lead magnets we created or you created and how to add an email sequence to it. Okay, so if I'm inside Kajabi and I click on forms, this form on this landing page is my Kajabi free community checklist. Okay, and I have no automated email sequence on it. So we're going to try, let's see if now it works, to build the email sequence that brings in more value, delivers the checklist, and sells my strategic calls. Okay, so we go to marketing email campaigns, click on new email campaign, and click on new email sequence. And let's call this one Kajabi community checklist, so strategic session. So I can identify it. Continue. Okay, so definitely there's an issue with Kajabi, and I think I won't be able to show you. However, let's try this because I really want to show you live how this works, and I don't want to miss you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to literally open my training in Spanish, and I'll show you a bit how it works. Even though the emails will be in Spanish, Kajabi won't. Okay, so let me click here, enter full screen, and I'm going to jump on this training on how I did the email sequence first, and then we will do the broadcast. Okay, so
Nuevo evento, por ejemplo.
see if I can mute my voice. So as we just saw, I created the event we mentioned. Oh no, this is the event emails. I want the email sequence. Okay. Let me move on so you can see the full thing. This is live, so this is why I don't want to stop showing you, okay? Okay, so as I was saying, imagine you have a YouTube video. As I showed you, you're going to gift people with a lead magnet. And in this case, that's why on my own landing page, I already have a form. I'm gifting them for free a checklist, but I never scheduled an email sequence. So now I'm going to show you how to do this email sequence, okay? As I said, we go back inside Kajabi. We have the forms. And no automation set. So we have to build the full email sequence. We can see any submissions inside the form of people that have already downloaded that. And now we have to click on email campaigns to start building our sequence. Let me move this on because in Spanish, Spanish is my main language, mother tongue. So sometimes I talk too much when I'm just training. There, we go to marketing, email campaigns, click and create a new email sequence. We add a title to identify this full sequence, okay? So checklist, it's a free checklist for communities. And I'm trying to sell my strategic session. Click continue. And I could either use the classic editor that Kajabi includes, or I can use one of their pre-made templates. We can add a title for this first email. And now we will create the first email. On day 0, we need our first email. So immediately when people subscribe or sign up to the form, they receive. So that first email would be the delivery and welcome email. I can add a subject similar to the one I'm adding here in Spanish. That would be something like, here's your Kajabi community framework or checklist. And I can add a preview text like, this resource will walk you through this and this. Okay. I'm trying to find the link to add to my own email on the delivery, because I literally just gave them a Google Doc, and I'm going to add it to my email now. So I can start creating all the copy of this email, even though it's in Spanish, because right now it wasn't working. Basically, what am I saying here? Like, hi, thank you for downloading my Kajabi community framework. This resource will walk you through how to create, customize, monetize your community inside Kajabi. And over the next few days, I'll be sending you more emails to help you get members engaged, make your space feel professional, monetize your Kajabi community. And if you're new to Kajabi, here's a bonus. Start your 30-day trial here, or book a call with me, okay? So I just wanted to, for like I'm explaining in English, so for you to understand what that email was literally saying there. And since I use Google Docs to give these frameworks and checklists, basically I'm getting my link to add inside the email for that will get for them to receive it. Okay, I click save, and there now they can actually download this as soon as they get the email, even though I'm gifting it in my thank you page as well, adding some bold words here for visual, so it's more visually appealing. Okay, don't go crazy about it. I like to add as much as styling I can to emails without loading them with too many images or content. Okay, I'm adding here my strategy session link. And there's still issues with Kajabi. Apparently, when I go to the status, I'm checking for us to jump in and continue creating, but no. Okay, so as of now, that full email is ready. It has the call to action button. It explains everything, but I can't stay there on the delivery. I actually have to include more emails to add more value. And this is what makes you stand out and sell naturally. Okay. So after we finish with that first email, let me move this on for you to see it. There, we go back. And now this is my first email. I click save, I go back, and I'm going to add a new email to my sequence. This second email, what I basically want to do is to start providing them with value or sharing, for example, the mistakes to avoid. The number one mistake that kills your community engagement. I'm going to educate and start building trust so they know I'm the person that can actually help them, okay? I'm saving my template so I don't have to create the same email twice. Click on add new email, and this is where I'm going to try to find my template. Let me forward this and start creating my email again. Okay, there. So I use my own same templates. I add a title, the one mistake to avoid. Now I change the subject of this email. I can decide which day 1 would be the second day after they downloaded, at what time, what's my internal title, my subject, and my preview text. So my subject here is the number one mistake that kills engagement. Okay. Remember, I'm trying to educate and build trust. Kajabi is telling me that I have too many characters. So I'm working on the subject so I have fewer characters so that I do get into people's inbox. I just saw a message on the chat. Is there a way to get a higher percent of my emails to send to my list main email page? I keep getting my emails sent to promotions. I also get inside the promotions folder because I use Kajabi's email, like domain email. So maybe if you connect your actual custom domain email. It might work. Okay. But I also get inside promotions, and I don't really care as long as people read my emails. Okay. So now I'm creating this email. One of the biggest mistakes people make when launching a community is they don't create a clear onboarding process. When members join, you don't want them to disappear. You want to understand what they're going to build. So I'm adding some styling here, explaining that number one mistake. And then I mention what I recommend my clients. I recommend them to create a welcome page with an intro video, clear guidelines and expectations, and a welcome email with quick links to access the community. And usually, I don't teach from theory, I actually show you. So I'm going to open here my membership, and inside my community product, I'm going to show you how I do have a welcome landing page with the video that explains everything people have to do inside. Okay. This is something you can build inside your own community, okay? And that's what I'm explaining in my email. There's the welcome landing page. There's a video of me explaining how to navigate through the full thing, how to set up their profile, introduce themselves, download the app, RSVP to our meetups, chat in the circle, let us know about them for me to know them better, and what are they looking for inside this membership, what topics they want me to teach. That's what that landing page actually shows them. Okay, so I come back, I'm going to add more styling, and obviously at the end invite them to schedule or book a call with me, a one-on-one implementation call with me. Okay, now I'm going to go back. I have that second email ready. And now I can introduce a third email. In this third email, I want to start positioning value and promoting my offers, even though I already mentioned my links, but I can add more content. For example, in this one, I can explain the difference between booking the one-on-one strategy session or the one-on-one implementation call. Okay, so my email will say 3 ways to turn your Kajabi community into income. This adds more value and obviously promotes my offer. So I'm adding my subject, I'll be adding a preview text, and then building that full email. I'm going to move on because you already know how to add the preview text. Oh, and I'm adding the first name so that on the notifications on their phone, they see their name, so it's more personalized. Now I have to design my full email here. And there we have it. I'm sharing with them, adding color, and so on and so forth. What am I sharing here? Wondering how to make money with a Kajabi community? The 3 proven methods: paid membership, course and community bundle, or group coaching programs. That's what I explained in this email. And then I said, okay, in my membership, I can teach you how to do this. If you want one-on-one calls with me, then book here. And since I mentioned Kajabi, I also introduced them to the Kajabi promo using my link. The same link you can use to sign up today, and I'll help you with done-for-you services. Okay, so that email is ready. I can go back and even add another email. So you can add as many emails as you want. And this fourth email, I'm helping them make a decision. So it's a call to action focused invitation to book a call. It says on the subject, are you ready to launch your community? Let me help you. Okay, so my content will say, you already have the checklist, the framework. Now it's time to bring things to life. Imagine your Kajabi community is fully set up, branded, professional, engaging, organized for easy navigation, monetized with offers or coaching. That's exactly what we can build together in a one-on-one implementation call. Okay, want to get clarity first, then book a strategy session with me. So basically that's what I'm adding in this full email, even though it's in Spanish, because obviously we saw that Kajabi wasn't working right now. I couldn't do it live, but for you to understand, just build that email, add your call to actions, and I'm going to add a last email where it's the urgency and where I will close the loop. Okay, one last email asking them, are you still thinking about launching your Kajabi community? And here, if you're launching your community And I mean, if launching your community has been in your head, in your to-do list for a while, now is the time. The truth is, the longer you wait, the more opportunities you miss. You miss connections, you miss recurring revenue, you miss momentum. Okay, so adding subject, preview text, and then that what I'm mentioning now, that's what we're going to add. Okay, right here, and the link to schedule. So there we have it, a full email sequence for any lead magnet or freebies. But you can also create sequences for people that just purchased something, for example. And if you want to upsell them something else further on, then you can do so. Okay. I hope that even if we couldn't do the full training live, thankfully I had this training, because all these trainings, I do them in Spanish as well, and I'm uploading them to my membership. I had it right there in my desktop and could open it, thankfully, for you guys. So there you can see all my emails are scheduled inside my email sequence. And now I want to show you how to create the broadcast. Oh no, inside my form, how will I make people receive the sequence? So I was showing you the landing page where people sign up, and inside the form that I have on that landing page, I have to add an automation that says, when people submit this form, then subscribe them to the email sequence I created. Okay, so I'm looking for my email sequence now. Click save, and there. Anyone who signs up on the landing page to download my checklist will now receive that full email sequence. Okay. And now we learned how to do event emails. We learned how to do broadcast emails. And I want to show you how to create, event emails and email sequences. And now I want to show you how to create the broadcast email. Before I do this again, right inside with this video, I'm going to try to see if Kajabi is now working again. Let's see the status. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working yet. I'm going to click refresh here. Okay, there it is. So let's try this again. Email campaigns, new email campaigns. And I want to do a broadcast. Continue. Awesome. Now it's working. So what's the plan with the broadcast? Remember, we did an event email for my training on May 12th. People that don't know that this training is happening and people that don't remember that it's coming up, I want to send them an email inviting them to join the training. Okay, so I'm going to click come here. I can use one of my pre-made templates, or I can use one of Kajabi's templates to design this. I always go for simple text. So I'm going to go here, simple text, get started. And this is the invitation to my membership training. Let's click create. And I just want to say thank you for those who stayed here during the call, even though there was an issue. I really want you to get so much value from this training, okay? So who will receive this broadcast? For now, I'm going to share it with all my contacts, but Kajabi allows you to custom segment people based on many different filters. People that opened your emails, that didn't open any emails, that own a product or not, have an offer or don't, have used a coupon, was sent a broadcast, opened, has a tag, etc., etc., etc. Okay, but for now, I'm just going to choose all my contacts, and I'm going to click save. Now I have to design this. I can always create an A/B test to try two different titles, two different body copy. However, I want to add an automation here, and that's why I'm not going to use the A/B, because then I won't be able to automate. Okay, so what is my subject? It will be, this is how creators get consistent monthly income. How creators get consistent monthly income. A preview text. You're doing the hard part already. You show up, you create, you coach, you teach. But here's the truth. Blah, blah, blah. Let's edit the content. And now I will create all my copy. Okay. So, hi, first name, you're doing the hard part already. And I would like to add different things so that it's easier to read. You're doing the hard part already, showing up, creating, coaching, teaching. But here's the truth. If you're constantly chasing one-off sales or launches, your business will always feel unpredictable. There's a smarter way. I'm going to add here color, and I'm going to show it to you live this Monday. Free class, create a membership program, and generate recurring revenue. I'm going to add some text, some colors at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Just click here to register now. Look, I'm not sending people to a sign-up page. I'm sending people to my thank you page. And now I'm going to explain why, okay? What will you learn? I don't like emojis, so I'm removing all of them. A proven structure for launching, what to include, how to price it, and how to make it easy to maintain. A live Kajabi walkthrough. And if you're here, come back on Monday for that training as well. How to grow without overwhelm and build your community along the way. You don't need a huge audience. You need a simple system that serves people again and again and gets you paid while doing it. Let me add here some color. And then my super bonus. Want my team to help you set it all up? Let's make this font bigger. When you activate Kajabi with my link, you'll get my Kajabi Kickstart course, my done-for-you one-page website, funnel setup, and upload your first 10 lessons or membership materials. Sign up here, and I'll include my link to the Kajabi 3 for $99 program. Save your seats. It's free. See you Monday. P.S. If you've ever dreamed of having consistent income without launching, this is for you. Okay? So yes, I'm showing you all this small details, but because I really want you to use the same examples for your own business. Okay? So now I'm going, I have the button as well. Join us here. And I need my thank you page for that. If I go fast, it's because obviously we can't do everything in 1 hour training, but you can come back to the video and pause and work and pause and work and come back or book a call with Maria, with me, and I can help you build, okay? So now I'm going to go back. Why didn't I create an A/B test? Because I want to come down and click and add an automation. When people click on my thank you page, then register them to the event we just created with all the reminder emails, okay? So let me find my 2025-05-12, create a membership program event, click save. Now let's click save and continue, and I'll schedule this email for the 11th at 5 p.m. Apply, confirm. There you have it. That was a real life example of a broadcast email, okay? So for now, we've done the broadcast email. We did a full event email with all the reminders, and we had to show a pre-recorded training of mine for the email sequences, but I don't want to leave you without actually showing you how to build it. So let's go back and try this again. Remember I said, on my YouTube channel, I give people a free Kajabi community checklist. When people sign up, I have no email sequence now. Kajabi asked me, can you create a new Kajabi community video? I did it. I gifted something, but I never added value afterwards. So I'm doing it live with you. Probably you have the same issues. Maybe you created a form and you never added any automated sequence. So let's build it together now. I'm going to click on new email campaign, click on email sequence, and I think it created my, let me see, email sequence, but we didn't add any emails because it gave us the error. So now let's click on add a new email. And I can use one of my pre-built templates, or I can just use a simple template, simple text from those Kajabi templates that they share, okay? Let me see. Or I could use the classic editor. I'm thinking, because I don't want too many information. Okay, I'll just use one of these. So that first email, as I said, would be the delivery email. So let's add here, deliver value, open the relationship, okay? Create that first email. And on day 0, I want people to receive it. So I'll just say, here's your Kajabi community checklist, okay? Or framework. I don't remember now if I did a checklist or a framework. Thank you for downloading the framework. Edit the contents. And meanwhile, I'm going to go to my Google Drive to get the link to my community framework or checklist. Apparently, I see. No, this is not it. It's this one. Okay, so I'm going to share it with, this is not supposed to be there. Copy. Okay, now when people download, I'm going to erase all these details to keep this thing simple. Obviously, since I took a pre-made template that I had used, there's more content than I really want to have there. I just want to make sure I have my text and a call to action to copy your checklist or redeem your checklist. There we go. So now I need my text, and I'm going to keep it very simple. Hi, let's say it's Roger. Thank you for downloading my Kajabi community checklist. I'm confused on the names. This resource will walk you through how to create, customize, monetize a thriving digital community. Click here to download. I'm going to add the link again that I added here. Over the next few days, I'll be sending you a few emails with powerful tips to help you get members to engage, make your space feel professional and aligned, and monetize with clarity. If you're new to Kajabi, here's a bonus, and there will be my full link to Kajabi, the active promo that I would have in that moment. And if you'd like my personal help, you can book a one-on-one session with me. And there's my one-on-one session. I'm going to remove the below because I'm not going to add another call to action. Click save, and that's how you start adding more and more emails, okay? So add a different email here. As I said, let's educate and build trust. So for now, just use the classic editor. On day 1, let's say it's 9 a.m. I'll educate and build trust. And I'll put the subject, the number 1 mistake that kills community engagement. And we'll add this here. Hi, first name. One of the biggest mistakes people make when launching a Kajabi community, they don't create a clear onboarding process. When members join and don't know what to do, they disappear. So what I recommend, a welcome page, clear guidelines, a welcome email. If you want me to help you set this up live, you can book a private one-on-one call with me here. Or if you just need a strategic clarity call, book a strategy session here. Let's build your community the smart way. Best, Maria. Okay, click save. I'm trying to do this faster with a classic editor. We have 2 emails. Now let's go for a 3rd email. So remember, you need at least 3 to 5 emails. Now we're going to position value and offer something else. 9 a.m. The title will be 3 ways to turn your Kajabi community into income. And I'm going to add here my body. Remember to adapt all of these ideas to your own business. Roger, wondering how to actually make money with your community? 3 proven methods: paid membership, private coaching group, offer premium coaching sessions, course and community bundle. It makes it easier to automate. Kajabi. Let's add here the link to my Kajabi promo. Kajabi gives you sales, access, content delivery, and community all in one place. If you need help setting this up from scratch or want personalized advice, you have two options. And obviously, I don't want all of this here. I'm not even going to include the price there because I already said in the previous email. I'll just add the link. Oh, wow, it erased everything. So I'll just leave it there that way for now because I don't want to erase it, okay? There. Or if you haven't started your Kajabi free trial yet, if you have any questions, reply to this email. Save. Now it's time to make a decision. So I'm going to add another email here. Remember, we're using the classic editor for now, but you can definitely use a template. I'm using the 9 a.m. Call to action focused invitation to book a call. And my subject will be, are you ready to launch? Let me help you. Roger, you already have the framework. Now it's time to bring it to life. Imagine your Kajabi community fully set up, branded, professional, engaging, organized, monetized. That's exactly what we can build together in a one-on-one implementation call. Book your session here. Let me make sure my link is correct. There we go. Systems that scale. Best Maria. Click save. And the final nudge. Let's add a new email and let's close the loop, okay? You can see I did day 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it could be day 2, 4, 6, 8, like every 2 days. It could also work, okay? Add urgency and close the loop. Still thinking about launching your community. And add my copy here. Roger, if launching a Kajabi community has been on the list for a while, now is the time. Let's add some color, for example. The truth is, the longer you wait, the more opportunities you miss. Connections, recurring revenue, momentum. You don't need to do this alone. Book a private call and let me help you launch it fast, clean, and strategically. 397 for a one-on-one implementation call, strategy session, schedule here. If you're just starting, grab my 30-day free trial. And let's make your community real. See you during our call, Maria. Okay? Click save, and there we have it. What can we add here, for example? First, I want to subscribe people. If they submit the form, my Kajabi community checklist, then they start receiving this email sequence. However, something that I showed you, I sent them to Calendly. But if I create that coaching call right inside Kajabi, that's what I have to do. I can add an unsubscribe trigger. If the person books the call, if they purchase this call, then unsubscribe them, because I'm not going to continue pitching a call if they booked a call. Okay? Hi, Jay. So in my case, I actually pay ads for my live trainings, and I get YouTube opt-ins as well. So I highly recommend for organic traffic, YouTube. And well, a lot of people use Instagram, TikTok. YouTube works for me very well. And then I also use paid ads. Okay? Hope that helps to answer your question. Okay, so we did a broadcast email. We did a full email sequence. We did event emails. Those are the 3 kinds of emails you can use inside Kajabi. However, one bonus tip. When people actually purchase your program, they receive automated system emails. And if you're working in a different language, like me, that I work in Spanish, that's my mother tongue, you have to come to settings, click on email templates, and you should customize all of these emails. You see those all say default? Because this is like my Kajabi promotion demo accounts, but inside my real Kajabi Hero Business, where I've made over 6 figures, I actually customized all the emails inside, one by one. Why? Because I want my students' experience to be in my language. Okay. So the backend of Kajabi, it's not translatable yet. I had the benefit of being back in January with the Kajabi team as one of the top Kajabi partners in one of their last promos. And I was there with Brennan Bouchard, Ahad, the CEO. We had a mastermind with Brandon. And look, I received this. I'll show you. Ta-da! That was back in October in LA. And I asked, will we ever have the translations for the backend and for everything inside Kajabi? And the answer was yes, it's on the way. Not yet, but it will be here at some point. And I really hope we don't have to come inside and translate step by step everything and even have a full website in 2 languages, hopefully soon. Okay. So yes, if, for example, offer grant confirmation, you're working in Russian, Portuguese, Italian, or Spanish, come inside and modify all of these. Make sure you don't remove the liquid objects tags, okay? But you can translate everything. If you want these system emails to use your own like brand voice, then also come in and change the language and some words inside if you want, okay? So those are the system email templates, and you can also change the full branding for them. Upload your logo, for example, here in my Spanish version. If I click on branding, I have my logo, I have the button color that represents my brand and everything, okay? All right, so that was our demo. What to send if you don't know what to say, okay? It could be a personal story with a lesson. For example, today, during my live demo, Kajabi stopped working. I could share with my audience or my coaching program audience, that those that entered now. I just launched last week and closed a $23,000 launch for my online coaching program in Spanish. And I can share with them the experience that, hey, sometimes we'll be teaching and things won't work, but you don't have to say, oh, goodbye, things aren't working. Okay, just find out a way. So it could be a personal story, a lesson, and then you come in and even send a gentle pitch or call to action. Okay, the goal is not to sell in every email, it's to stay on top of mind. Okay, so think of your emails as a relationship builder, not just sales messages. Okay, if you're a mindset coach, you can send a weekly Monday reset with a story, an affirmation, a tip. Clients stay engaged for a month, and many will convert if you're always sending them. You're behind the scenes, a client win, testimonials, mini trainings, common mistakes. For example, in my case, testimonials. I have clients that have sold in less than 6 days during webinar launches, or after I help them build their sales funnel in Kajabi, $6,000 in 6 days. That was my baby. Lisa sold $23,000 in less than 10 days. Leslie, we did a full 3-month coaching program. She sold 12,500. Obviously, that's not only revenue. Those are sales, okay? That involves ads, my own service, and so on and so forth. But I can share all of this as social proof if I'm pitching my own coaching sessions, okay? So remember that the time is right and the price is perfect. Only $99. If I sold my first $1,000 before a 28-day trial had passed, you can do also. And imagine all you can do in 90 days when you have someone like Maria teaching you. I didn't have a Maria when I started my online business back in 2020 during the pandemic. The pandemic hit. I had to close my offline school. I started trialing all the softwares out there, and I made money. Kajabi is so simple, aesthetically, it's clean. And that's why I'm like, okay, this is where I want to focus. And I discovered the evergreen funnels inside Kajabi, and that's how I sold Faceless, my first course. It was based on how to create content on Instagram and so on. And I made my first 1,000 in less than 28 days during my trial. And I didn't have a Maria. I didn't have someone telling me, oh, I'm going to help you for free. building your course, your basic sales funnel, your one-page website. If you sign up today, mariataveras.com/Kajabi99, I'll hook you up with my team to help you build this. And inside my Facebook group, private group, I will support you all the way. Plus, you'll have access to my Kajabi Kickstart course where you can leave comments on each lesson as well. So if someone told you email is dead, no, it's not dead. It just needs to sound human. Speak with service, sell with your heart. Email becomes powerful the moment you stop trying to sound super professional. Start sounding like yourself, like we're talking together. Start today, write often, connect with others. This builds loyalty and sales in the long term. Okay? So what's next in Creator Month? I'll see you on Friday to see how to design your own Kajabi website without a designer, without a developer. Okay? So I'll see you Friday. No tech headaches, no hiring anyone, or just use my link to sign up today and my team will help, because I love teaching. I want you to learn, to understand everything involved and be able to request more to any service provider. But I know you don't always have the time to build yourself. And that's where me and my team can come in and help you. Okay? So thank you so, so much for being here. I'll see you on Friday, hopefully, and around. If you have to ask me any questions, book a call with me or reply to the emails I'll send you, and I'll be there. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.